It's not your imagination. The latest flurry of mass shootings indicates a disturbing and recent increase. And Governor Evers is calling for new gun laws. Now on Local 5 News at 5. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Michelle McCormack. Tom will be along at 6 tonight. New on the news at 5. A suspect is now in custody after a deadly shooting at a Kenosha, Wisconsin tavern early yesterday morning. 24-year-old Racayo Alandis Vinson is being held in the Kenosha County Jail on a charge of first-degree intentional homicide. Police say he shot and killed 3 people and injured 3 others at Summers House Tavern after being asked to leave earlier that night. Vinson appeared in court today where bond was set at $4 million cash. We have more about the victims on our website, wearegreenbay.com. There are cracks in the system when it comes to background checks before buying a gun. 19-year-old Brandon Hull was charged with shooting and killing 8 people before then killing himself at a FedEx warehouse in Indianapolis just last week. Hull was able to buy 2 rifles even after his family reported him to police as a mental health risk. Indiana is one of at least 17 states and Washington, D.C. with a red flag law allowing a judge to prohibit a person from buying a gun. Hull was not on the state's red flag list. Now, Governor Tony Evers wants to implement the red flag law in Wisconsin, something he brought up in 2019. Here's Local 5's Eric Richards.
As the investigations into a number of deadly mass shootings continue throughout the country, red flag laws are once again coming to the forefront. In 2019, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers introduced the idea of implementing the law here.
The reason they call it a red flag law is there's some warning signs that are very clear to people who know what they're looking at.
In 17 states and Washington, D.C., a version of the red flag law has been enacted with some common elements. Only certain individuals are allowed to petition the court for an order to prohibit someone from possessing firearms. A preliminary order would go into effect between 2 and 21 days, and proof is needed of significant risk or danger. An individual would also have to surrender their firearms to police, and a final order would go into effect for 1 year, with most states offering a renewal process before that termination. There are constitutional concerns surrounding the red flag law, like the right to bear arms and the right to due process. Jerry Podair is a political science professor at Lawrence University.
There is a culture in this state that is oriented to protecting gun rights, which are obviously protected under the Constitution, under the Second Amendment, and under the Supreme Court Heller decision. And I think there's a sense that even reasonable restrictions on gun use are the beginning of a slippery slope.
The Biden administration is reportedly working on gun reform. Local law enforcement weighing in.
I am a huge Second Amendment supporter. I obviously believe strongly in the Second Amendment, but there are some people who demonstrate that they're not capable of safely being trusted with a firearm.
It is unclear if Governor Evers plans on reintroducing the red flag law here. In Green Bay, Eric Richards, Local 5 News.
Wisconsin hasn't adopted a red flag law, but requires the surrender of firearms in proceedings involving mental health and restraining orders.